It's Wednesday the 25th, I'm FX Plu and this is CurrencyTransfer.com's Market Update. And the headlines today are that sterling is still under a Brexit cloud as May plans to regroup in the summer break. Trump is due to meet Juncker as a trade row threatens US-EU relationships. And the euro ignores the ECB meeting and data provides a little support. So Parliament is due to close today until September the 4th. And it's looking increasingly difficult for Theresa May to survive the autumn. She can't really dilute the Chequers proposal any further and expect to remain in power. So a hard Brexit, or no deal, largely the same thing, is becoming more and more likely because agreement is needed by October. So what happens if Brussels reject it? Maybe an election in the UK, maybe another referendum, who knows? But all is still to play for, and Theresa has an uneasy summer ahead, no doubt. But even with all of this going on in the background, the market is still pricing in a pretty high chance of a rate hike in August. It's around 70% at the moment. So a no change vote next week may be the catalyst that we need to see sterling drive lower and test the 130 level against the dollar again. But meanwhile, yesterday we touched 131.60 against the dollar and 112.55 against the euro. So there is still residual strength in sterling for the time being. Today, Trump is meeting Jean-Claude Juncker. It's hard to see how that meeting can end well when they agree on so many things. Trump believes the ECB is deliberately weakening the euro. Juncker will argue that the weakness is just a byproduct of their stimulus measures. Trump placed tariffs on steel imports and is threatening tariffs on vehicle. And the EU responded with tariffs on a variety of US imports. So it'll be a tricky meeting, no doubt, and it'll be interesting to see what comments come from that. Yesterday, the dollar was pretty quiet. Interest rate differentials between the US and all other G7 nations maintained dollar strength, and the dollar index closed around 94.60, still comfortably below the resistance at 95.25. And nothing new is expected from the ECB meeting next week. There is a chance that they may withdraw the asset purchase scheme earlier than planned, but it's more likely that they will stick to script, and we'll also hear Draghi reiterating no interest rate expected before autumn 2019. Euro dollar at the moment is in the middle of a pretty broad range, ranging between 115 on the downside and 118.50 on the upside. Where the ECB policy for the euro is largely and widely priced in. We closed yesterday at 116.85 on the euro dollar. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.